Hi, this is Scott W. Baker, photographer again. I wanted to say a few words about the FUJI X100 camera. This camera is a little gem, really. The FUJI X100 is harkening back really to rangefinders from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, specifically the Canonettes and the Nikon SP series, and most importantly the Leica M3 series. What makes this camera sort of interesting is the style is very retro, has a black leatherette finish to the body, a viewing screen on the back, and most importantly analog dials on the top of the camera which control, in this case, shutter speed, an exposure bracket of 2 stops in either direction, which is very helpful when you're out shooting. And then it has a fixed lens that's a f2.0, very fast, great for low light, and a mounted aperture ring that goes from fast of f2 to stop down f16, and then an automatic. And the beautiful thing about this is it's just like the Canon and Nikon lenses that we're so used to shooting before, where the aperture ring moved and you could shoot with it and adjust the aperture. Some of the other cool features: it has an optical viewfinder, and what that really means is if you set it to be used with the optical viewfinder, it allows you to look through the viewfinder here, and it converts it into a viewed image inside the viewfinder here, which is quite unique. It's not perfect. Some people from the old school like the original optical way of viewing a camera from like the Nikon and Canons, where it's 100% view and it's a pentaprism, but this is a sort of a hybrid approach to it. Some of the other features the camera has: it has a very quiet shutter, and it also has autofocus, manual focus, and macro. If you're shooting with macro, you can get into about 4-5 inches away from the subject. Another cool feature is the fact that you can bracket your shots, and if you set it up right, it can shoot up to 3 or 4 frames, maybe even 5 frames per second. The FUJI X100 goes for about $1,200 retail in the store. It comes with a fixed lens. It comes with a small lens cap here, which is good for keeping the flare down on the shots when you're in bright direct sunlight. It has a tendency to fall off sometimes though, so you may want to deal with that. All in all, a great camera. Shoots RAW, shoots JPEG, shoots 720p video, which is not 1080p. It's good, it's not fantastic. This is a great walk around camera. You can fling it around your shoulder and go pretty much anywhere. People don't notice that you're using it, so you can get some great candid shots. Metal body, some form of an alloy on the top here, very well constructed. The Fuji company came out with a camera recently called the X Pro 1, which is slightly larger, I believe 16 megapixel sensor. This sensor, by the way, is an APS-C sensor, very similar to your Canon 7D in size, which gives great images. Speaking of image quality, the image quality when shooting RAW is spectacular. Very sharp, great tonal range, extremely wide latitude. If you shoot it at about 200 ISO, you'll get spectacular image quality. I highly recommend you shoot in RAW with this camera. The X Pro 1 that came out a couple months ago has interchangeable lenses, and it's a pretty amazing camera. It's a little bit more expensive. This is $1,200 including the lens. The X Pro 1 is $1,700 for the body and $600 for each lens. And right now they have 3 lenses. That's pretty much it. FUJI X100, fabulous walk around rangefinder camera. Carry it wherever you want. Very great image quality. That's it. ScottWBaker.com if you want to see more of my images. Thanks for watching.